I want to start ASL videos, but before I do, I want to talk more about deafness and deaf culture. There's two types of deaf. There's deaf with a capital D, and there's deaf with a lowercase d. I'm deaf with a lowercase d. I wasn't born deaf. I became deaf later on as an adult. I lost my hearing when I was about 24, 25 years old. So I wasn't raised in the deaf world. I didn't know any deaf people. I didn't know sign language. I had to learn a whole new life, a whole new way. People with lowercase deaf, lowercase d, we consider ourselves, for the most part, we consider ourselves disabled because it is. At least for us, our world before was all about hearing. It was, easy in that sense. That was our culture. So you go through life with what you know, and then suddenly you lose that aspect of yourself. And you are like now, you're in a limbo between this world and that world. It's a struggle to try to combine the two worlds. The hearing world, where I grew up in and what I'm used to, and my new reality, which is the deaf world. People in that world, they're capital D deafness. They have their own culture. They grew up being able to communicate. They use ASL, they use sign language, and the communication flows very easily. But whether one is deaf with a capital D or a lowercase d, there's still a lot of discrimination that we face. People tend to see people like us maybe as not as capable. The communication barrier is there, and that affects, careers and jobs. So that's a reality that all of us, capital D, lowercase d, have to face. That the world is still a very harsh place. Things are becoming more accessible, and I think that people are also becoming more, kind. But despite there being better tech, which I'm very thankful for, some of it is not actually accessible, but that's a story for another day. Last thing I want to say is that if you're serious about learning American Sign Language because you want it to be a career, maybe you want to be an interpreter, learn it through a deaf person, deaf capital D. It's like I said, these are people that grew up with sign language. They know it better than anybody. And being taught by a deaf person, well, you're helping that deaf person to have a job.